Welcome to CSL TV, and I just hope you guys are having a beautiful, blessed day. Now, if you're new to the channel, this is just a review, a reaction, as well as an informational channel. Hopefully, the informational part help you or someone out, and we pretty much just talk about what goes on in the world. And I just got to thank everybody who put their comments in, give a little, knowledge of the soul situation that we watch, because, that could be helpful. And I just got to thank the people that's been rocking with your boy, because you could be somewhere else trying to find these videos, but yet you rocking it out with CSL TV. And I just got to say I appreciate that so much. But I don't like making my intros too long, because y'all came here to see what's going on. And as always, I hope you beautiful people are having a blessed day. Let's get it.
Ding Dong Ditch seems like innocent fun, right?
Who is knocking on this door?
At least until it goes terribly wrong, like it did last Saturday night in Maine. That's when a group of teens came to this house, apparently their fourth house of the night. That proved to be an unbelievable mistake.
Just happened to turn over in bed, saw the time, it was 1 a.m., and then I heard a gunshot. And, I know it's not hunting season.
Cops allege that this man, Vincent Martin, a 30-year-old Marine veteran, pulled out a handgun and fired it 14 times at the teens as they took off running. One of the teens was hit. The sheriff said this:
Kids should not have been doing what they were doing. However, the individual bringing a firearm and shooting at kids while they're fleeing is obviously a problem as well.
This is just the latest example of people going f***ing crazy over a harmless prank. In June, this from California was sentenced to life in prison without parole for killing 3 teens who had ding-dong ditched his house during a sleepover. Thankfully, the teen who was shot in this case was only hit in the leg and is expected to fully recover. Needless to say, cops are urging you not to try this at home, thanks to Republicans and corporate Democrats who refuse to pass any common sense gun control laws. There are literally more guns than people in our country, and you never know when a person will pull out a gun. Stay safe out there.
Now, all I gotta say is I hope that guy get what he get coming for him, because those were just kids playing, even though it's some stupid shit. But anybody who was a kid and actually had an outside childhood life and wasn't inside like a dog, and was able to actually be a kid, whether if you're playing inside or whatever the whole situation may be, yes, somebody did that, somebody playing at the door. But if you could see who the fuck it was, why would you do some stupid shit like that to some kids? Like, you really need everything life is gonna throw at you for all that type of demonic negativity you have brought out and put on some damn kids. You got that type of energy. If you would have transformed the energy into something positive, and you would, and did all that shit, just put a sign saying, could you please don't do that? We know you're having some harmless fun, but whatever bullshit you want to say, if you're a lying motherfucker, make up some lie that sounds believable so motherfuckers think that, okay, we shouldn't go to this house. But doing some shit like this, man, that's just some sucker duck shit to me.
This story is tragic, and we have to warn you, the details may be upsetting. This is 25-year-old Megan Moore and 23-year-old Sydney Capolino, 2 former college hockey players from New England College. They shared more than just a team. They shared dreams, friendship, and a love for the ice that bound them together. But all that came to an end over the weekend in Miami. That's when police say Megan's 40-year-old boyfriend, Louis Napoles, gunned down Megan outside their apartment before going inside, killing Sydney, and turning the gun on himself. We don't know exactly what started this or why Napoles did this specifically, but we do know one of the main drivers of violent crime is domestic violence. On average, every minute, 20 people are abused by an intimate partner in the United States. And that problem is made worse thanks to all the f***ing guns in our country. The National Coalition Against Domestic Violence says the presence of a gun in a domestic violence situation increases the risk of homicide by 500%. Critics say that reducing the number of handguns on the streets would dramatically reduce the number of horrible domestic violence situations like this. But the gun lobby, Republicans, and corporate-sponsored Democrats have blocked any effort to limit the number of guns in our society. If you're in a situation where you think you are being abused by an intimate partner, know that there's help available. Call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-SAFE. You don't have to go through this alone.
Man, that's crazy. And when you going through something mentally and whatever you thinking, you know what I'm saying, there's always somebody out here that you can talk to get help, counselors, all that shit. Hell, when I was young, going through my little whole situation as a teenager, and I ain't know why I was feeling the way I was feeling, because I grew up, you know, and I still am a God-fearing person, you know. So when I started feeling how I was feeling, I knew that wasn't right. And at the moment and at that time, you know, God, the church wasn't helping me, so I went and seek professional help so I can talk about my feelings. And once I was able to fix myself, you know, then that's when I felt like, damn, I'm growing a stronger relationship with God and all the positivity I started receiving, you know. And this type of situation shows this person shouldn't have been in a relationship, because evidently he been going through something mentally. How could you do something like that and then turn it on yourself? I mean, we all adults, we all know what committing suicide is. We all know when you murder somebody, the consequences of it is. But when you do something like this, it's more to it than just, you know what I'm saying? And this was a mental breakdown. This person was going through evidently more than what, you know what I'm saying, this relationship or whatever he thought of the relationship that made him do this. He was going through more shit than that. And it's sad that this happened and it ended this way. But we all know when people have mental breakdowns, mental episodes, it could be a hell of a lot worse than what this was. But I mean, I guess this relationship breakage, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying, they had going on, because we wasn't walking or living in their shoes. But whatever they had going on was what pushed this guy to the edge, to want to end everything he was connected to that he felt was holding him together. And you know, now we got families that's out here fucked up because of their loved ones not being here. All because, you know, domestic abuse, domestic violence. I know guns is part of the issue, but there's so many other ways of thinking you have high power by ending somebody's life than picking up a gun. Like, definitely in that type of situation, he could have strangled them, or, you know what I'm saying, something like that, where guns wouldn't be an issue. It would be, damn, this domestic abuse, domestic violence, mental health. You know what I'm saying? That would have been the, you know, and it still is, because a lot of this shit going on and nobody talking about